Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm gonna make a video about what can you do on your balcony with your kids. So recently I have been renovating or redecorating my balcony. My condo's balcony is really ugly and I don't really like it. We don't really use that space, so it's really sore in the eyes. So recently I just do a makeover, so make sure you check out that video. It has so many views and a lot of people like it, and it's really on a budget as well. It's not that cheap, but it's really on a budget if you want to do like a makeover on your balcony. And we have been using the balcony a couple times a day now compared to before, so I think it's really worth it to invest the money to do a makeover on your balcony. So it's really something that you're comfortable with and your kids comfortable with. And Brandon loves to eat outside, to play outside, and to just sit on the picnic table outside. So I'm going to show you what we can do on the balcony so you can have some ideas. So you can have a pretend picnic on the balcony. You can put like a beach towel on the floor and you can play whatever sensory play that you want, like kinetic sand, water play, or watercolor play. So tips for this sensory play is you can just use food coloring and you can use as many color as you want. And I just prepare some syringe that you get from the children's medicine. So I just prepared two like big containers and one with soap. Like this is his bath soap, so it's safe for him, and one sponge and some cards inside so he can wash it. And I layer the floor with like some old towels, and after he wash it he can put it here. And then you can also prepare like water if you want, and then they can wipe it afterwards, wipe it dry for the cars. Do you like it, Brandon? My hand. And you can also teach them about which car can float, which car can like sink. And usually like the small one like this, it can float, but like the heavy one usually sink. So Brandon loved this sensory play because he can play with water, he can play with bubbles, he can also learn about which toys can sing, which toys can float. So it's playing and learning at the same time. And if you notice that on each category I usually put like how many, like the durations, like how long can he last. And for this one he loves it. He can play for 1 to 2 hours, and you can put any toys that you want. This one I put cars, but later on he asked me to do like the robot one, so he wants to clean the robots. But I was thinking that we're just gonna play that one tomorrow for the robots. And yeah, so he really enjoyed this one. So he's gonna put the cars, the one with the soap, and put it in the clean water without the soap, and we're just gonna wipe it afterwards. So after playing with the bubbles and learning which one, which toy sings and which toys float, he can also learn how to dry the cars. So he just wipe it with the clean towel, and later on he line it up. So he said that the sun will dry the toys as well, so he can learn something about that as well. As you can see, he is lining up his toys one by one. So as you can see here, I'm using like a small table from IKEA. It's like the portable one. So I don't want him to play on the beach towel or like on the picnic table, because it's gonna be really messy, or on the floor as well, because it has a gap on the floor. So I just use this white tray table that I got from IKEA, and it's really useful, and I can just easily clean it later on. And this one I have a lot of like combinations of Play-Doh. I got the one that can make pizza, the one can make hamburger, like spaghetti and seafood and stuff. So he can learn about food, he can learn about colors, he can learn like how to make a ball and different kind of shape as well. And I also teach him about combining colors as well. So for example, blue and yellow can make green, black and white can make gray, red and white can make pink. So I teach him about that one as well. And so he's learning about cutting as well, using the pizza cutter and a pretend knife. What are you making, Brandon?
Lollipop.
Lollipop. Another thing that you can play on the balcony next, you can also play with sand, of course. You can put a sand table or water table on the balcony, but if you don't have it, you can use something like this, just like a big box or big containers, and just put random beach toys there and still enjoying the sunshine. while being at home.
And if you don't have kinetic sand, you can always do like a DIY kinetic sand. You can Google it on the Pinterest, and you can also use like a play sand or something. But I just got this kinetic sand from Dollarama. It's only cost me like $4, and I just put it on the big containers. We played this one for like so many times already, but when I put it out, like for the first week, he played for about 3 hours each time, so it's really nice toys that he can play with. And if you have Epsom salt, you can also use that as pretend snow, and the concept is pretty similar like sand, but it's just different color, and it has like different texture as well compared to the kinetic sand. And he loves playing this one as well. And again, I always like combine it with other toys and keep changing the toys that he can play with, so he will not get bored. As you can see, I use like blocks here, dump truck here, and I don't use the beach toy here compared to the sand one. I use like the beach toys there. And next, also playing bubbles, so you don't need to go out to like the park now. You can always play it on your balcony, but be careful because it can make your balcony wet and it's really slippery, so you don't want your kids to fall down. And I asked him to like blow it out from the balcony like to the grounds later on, so the floor is not wet. And again, I want to remind you guys again, don't leave your kids or toddlers alone on the balcony. And this type of activities is suitable for 3 years and up, I think. And if you have like a younger kids, make sure that you have like a safety gate or some things on the gate.
I want this one.
Next is water sensory play. You can use whatever tools that you want from the kitchens. You can use whatever toys that you want. We're just waiting for the water bits to grow. It takes about 5 hours for these water bits to grow. But in the meantime, he can still play with the water and the bits instead of just waiting and doing nothing. So he can put the water bits with the ladle and put it on the dump trucks, and he loved that one. And I also have a lot of like beach toys that I can use. Like as you can see, is it has like a windmill, and it goes down with the water and the water bits as well. And if the water bits already grow bigger, you cannot play this type of game. And later on, after they got bored with the tools, you can also use hands. As you can see, Brandon and I are using our hand. And I know a lot of people are looking for water bits, so I got it from Amazon. AliExpress actually has it as well, but I bought it before. It took me like more than 2 months and it hasn't arrived yet. Amazon is so much faster if they have it in stocks. And some people can find it at the local dollar store as well, but somehow I couldn't find it. That's why I got it from Amazon. And I just combined a lot of water. Somehow the water that it comes with a lot of colors for the water bits, and I just combine a lot of colors together so it can make a really colorful and rainbow water bits, and he loves that. As you can see, he just used another and watering can and put it inside.
So today Brandon is helping me to clean the balcony because we're gonna redo the balcony. We're gonna put like the outdoor tiles here, and we're gonna put the picnic table, and of course here you have to supervise them because it's dangerous to leave them alone at the balcony. But yeah, he's helping me to clean out the balcony because we're gonna redo the balcony, and you can always ask them to clean out the window and the door as well, so it's something fun that you can do together.
And as you can see, at first I feel bad to ask him to clean the balcony, but he actually really enjoyed. He's the one that asking it when he saw me cleaning out the balcony. But I don't let him to spray the window, so I spray the window and he just like wipe it later on. And he loves this thing, and he also loved this broom that can clean out the spider web between the gates. And again, don't leave your kids alone at your balcony. I always supervise the kids, or you can take turn with your partners to watch him. And he likes to clean the gate, and he likes to clean the floor as well. Sometimes it's clean, sometimes it's actually getting worse, so I always need to redo it. But it's not an activity that you can do, and he seems so proud and so happy when he can do it. So I hope you like this activity so far, but I have tons of activities again on the rest of the video. But I just want to mention that if you haven't watched this video, make sure you do so. I made a video about how to entertain your 3-year-old, and it has more than 13,000 views already. So make sure you check out the part 1, part 2, and I also make a video about how I entertain my 3-year-old in a day. So I have like the routine schedule that I do every day during the lockdown, and when we cannot go outside, that's how I entertain him at home when he doesn't have school. So make sure to check them out. I'm going to put the link below as well. Next, we're going to play with the water bits. So as you can see, it already grow and it looks so pretty and colorful. It's really big now. So we're going to use it with different functions right now. So you can use a lot of like kitchen tools as well, but you can also hide like small toys inside. And I have these like plastic eggs that I got when we bought Kinder eggs before, and he liked to open the plastic eggs, the yellow one, and he put the water bits inside and he just shake it. So you can get a lot of like creativity, and you can also Google on Pinterest. You can do so many things with the water bits, but the one that works for him is just like using this egg. Somehow he loves it and put it inside. He can open and close the eggs, and as you can see, he's really happy. He's singing Mini Force song right now, like soundtrack. Next, you can also read books to them on the balcony. So just like do pretend picnics outside on the balcony, because between 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock I got really sleepy at home and I got really bored already, and like sitting outside is really make me awake as well. And he's so happy as well, and he can pay more attention as well while he's playing and while I'm reading him a book. So I usually brought a bunch of books as well outside, and I just try to read him books while he's playing, so he's not bored as well, because sometimes he wants you to play with him. But if you read him a book, you can keep him engaged as well, and it can keep you engaged as well, not only your kid.
Come back here, David. Bugil ya.
Bugil? Why David Bugil? Yeah, Bugil. Why?
Kayak Sun suka nggak mau pakai baju. Boleh nggak nih? No, David, be quiet. Don't play with your foot. That's enough, David. Go to your room.
See, David angry.
Settle down.
I udah settle down. No. So many no.
Next, you can also create this DIY construction play area. I made a video about this before. I'm going to put the link below. It's really cheap and it's really worth it to make, and you can play this indoor if it is raining outside, or you can also play this on your balcony. I just put some rocks and a bunch of beach toy as well. Brandon loved this and he can play for hours, and when he got bored you can just store it first and you can bring it out again later on. And next, Brandon loved to eat and drink outside, so we usually try to eat snacks outside, something that is not too messy, because I don't want him to eat something messy outdoor, so it's because it's gonna be hard to clean. And as you can see, we usually go on picnic, but if it is really hard for you to go outside, you can always stay at home and you can just go out to your balcony and just have like some refreshing drink like yogurt and some fruits, or even like treats like he's having right now, like chocolate.
Want chocolate, Mommy?
Yes, I want one. So for the next activity, you can also play with watercolor. You can always use like marker if you want, pencil color, but because watercolor tends to be messy, so we like to do it outside. So I have two kind of watercolor, this one and that one. Actually this one, the water is prettier, but it's just like messier. It's just like it's messier. This one is not that messy, so I just prepare some cups and prepare some brush and then large drawing paper so he can color the Power Rangers and whatever coloring book that you have.
and this time we're gonna do it on the picnic table. We're gonna do some coloring but using pencil color, and you can also use crayon or markers as well, but he usually doesn't last longer if he's playing with this one. He loves the watercolor better, but it's just messier. Next, he also like to play robots, his favorite toys, outside. So if your children love something like Barbie, like dolls, or any Paw Patrol toys, you can also play it outside. And somehow I lose that footage, but I just want to show you that you can also play any toys that you want outside. Last but not least, you can also do like a casual chit chat with him, or he can also play with the outdoor decor. As you can see, he's helping us to build his own picnic table, and after he's done, he's so proud of his creations, and he was so happy with the balconies makeover as well, and he plays for hours and hours until 9 o'clock at night. So I hope you like these 16 activities that you can do on your balcony with your kids, and if you do, make sure you like and subscribe, and check out my other videos about how to entertain your toddlers and preschoolers. I'm gonna put all the links below. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.